Hello and welcome back to this new video of mine. I'm gonna do a 24-hour readathon. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm so excited and I planned my entire weekend for this, but also I'm kind of scared and intimidated. So today is Saturday and I just find it kind of funny because other people are gonna like pull all-nighters, partying and everything, and I'm here in my room reading for 24 hours. That's my type of all-nighter. I just have a lot of books that I want to go through this month and I'm just in the reading mood. But the question is, can I even keep my focus for 24 hours? You know, I think that's gonna be very, very difficult. I'm gonna start with reading Beach Read because I think this is a pretty easy novel to get into, and I think I want to mainly focus on romance, maybe a bit of fantasy today. If I can and if I still want to, I'm gonna include a non-fictional book, but the thing is, I think they're gonna make me very tired. It is 9:50 in the morning right now. I have a plan. My first attempt is gonna be to just pull an all-nighter and read for 24 hours straight, so till 10 a.m. next morning. If that won't work, then I'm gonna sleep 3 or 4 hours maybe, and then I'm gonna continue reading the next day. But I'm gonna pause the timer so that it will be 1 or 2 p.m. the next day. Because yeah, sleep is just important for our health. Take care of yourself if you try to attempt this challenge as well, and if your body needs rest, give it some rest. I'm just excited, but I'm also shit ton scared. But okay, let's go. Okay. 1 hour is almost over and I'm on page 52 right now. So far I really love this book. I'm already so invested in everything that's going on and I just love the writing style. I mean, at first I found it a bit difficult to get into it. So a bit tired too. Oh wow. The moment I said I'm tired, I started yawning. What is this? So I'm gonna read till page 60 or something, or just till the chapter ends, and then I'm gonna go make myself a coffee. But I love this. Oh my god. Emily Henry, she did it again. I swear. This woman. I just passed the 3-hour mark and I'm about halfway through. Like, not quite. I'm on page 140, which is this far, but it's almost halfway, you know, almost. I just love this book so far. I'm so invested. It's 1:14 right now, so I'm gonna get some lunch and I'm gonna take my book with me. Little update. I have under 20 hours left, which is still a lot. I've been also eating and stuff, but the last hour I've been really struggling because I'm getting really tired. And I don't know if you have that too, but if you read a lot, like at least for me, I get sometimes a bit dizzy because I just always look at the pages and I'm really exhausted already. This is not good since I still have 20 hours to go. I still have to do what I just did 5 times more. But I always get my afternoon dips and in the evening it's fine again. So I just have to suffer through that right now. I love reading outside. I feel like it's very calming. Let's do this. I don't know what happened, but my camera suddenly went off. I've annotated so many things in this book. I love it so far. It's just so good, but I really need some more energy. It's just getting tiring to always just look at a page and not do anything else, you know? But it's good because I'm way less on my phone, which I love, but I'm getting very tired. Okay, let's continue. I love this book so much. I'm almost crying here. I'm so emotional right now. Happy tears, but I'm emotional. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm on page 300 now. Not much left anymore, and I started listening to some music on Spotify while reading, and that just emphasizes the vibe so much. I have 16 hours and 50 minutes left to go, but I'm just soaking up this book. I'm just enjoying. I mean, I've been reading for over 7 hours, but I'm taking my time with this one. I actually don't want it to end. I annotated so much, and little fun fact, I actually never or almost never annotate books, so this means a lot. Okay, I'm just trying to put myself back together. This is definitely a 5-star. I already know. I'm like smiling, crying, everything. This time I'm almost crying again, but not happy tears, but it's okay. Oh my god. I'm listening to like a good playlist, just beach read, but it's so good. This is just the first book of this entire video and it's already tearing me apart. I've just been here all day. It's not even 8 hours. I'm currently having 15 hours and 30 minutes left and I finished Beach Read. This is already one of my favorite books of all time. I just don't have any words left. It was just a roller coaster of emotions. I completely fell for it. I completely loved this book. I was just soaking it up and I was loving every single minute of it, and I just really wanted to know, like, of course you can guess how it ends, but still I wanted to see how the characters are evolving and what's happening, and yeah, it's just a great book. So I really loved it. I am actually really not in the mood of reading another book right now because this one was so good that I'm afraid of anything else right now. How can anything be better than this? I'm either in the mood for continuing the fantasy book that I started, These Hollow Vows, or reading The Bodyguard. It's also a love story, so I'm just gonna mentally probably compare it to this. I feel like a fantasy would be better, but first I'm gonna make myself some dinner. I'm gonna comprehend everything that just happened. Time for a ginger shot. Why is it frizzy? I made myself some dinner, avocado toast. I changed my mind. I'm gonna read The Bodyguard. Maybe go halfway through with this one first, or like 100 pages, and then I can still switch to my iPad and read the other one when it's too romance heavy, and then I can go back to the other one. You know, like I'm thinking about switching between stories right now because I think then I can get my mind going a bit better instead of pushing through an entire book again. That's the plan now. I just started this book. I mean, it's in the beginning of the book, it's in the first 2 chapters, so I'm just gonna tell you what's happening right now. Her boyfriend just broke up with her, and he's such a douchebag. What the f? I'm sorry, but like, I mean, okay, so her mother just died. He breaks up with her 1 day later. The way he breaks up, let me read this to you. I cannot, I'm so upset. He said one thing first. He said, because we're both adults, because we know what's at stake, because we never really liked each other all that much anyway. I mean, that's already a punch in the face, right? But then he's like, it could have never worked out because of 3 main things. And he says, the 3 deal breaker flaws. 1, you work all the time. 2, you're not fun, you know? You're so serious every minute. 3, you're a bad kisser. What an asshole. I hate him. I'm pissed. I'm gonna do the dishes now. I need to calm down. He's such an asshole. Under the heat, I'm half awake. I've been hung up on yesterdays. Woke up at noon, I'm in a daze. We'll keep on pushing anyways. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion. I'm being carried by the wake. So hold me like an ocean. I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. I'm exactly halfway through the challenge. It's currently 11:15. I also made myself a coffee just now. So it's coffee number 2. I just felt like I needed a warm cup of coffee right now. The Bodyguard is a really great book to read, especially at this time of the day. No, but like it's an easy read, it's a fun read, it goes along very well. I'm halfway through, so I read 1.5 books so far and I'm halfway. So an hour ago I would have told you I have so much energy, but now my neck starts hurting and my back starts hurting and I feel like I'm a grandma. Cheers.
Connected to Chantal's iPhone 2.
I just took my makeup off. It's also 1:30 in the morning. I just passed the 10-hour mark and I'm almost done with the book. I'm this far. I'm gonna finish this. I have to talk a bit more quietly because I have a roommate, so I'm gonna give you a review and then I'm gonna read probably these hollow vows. It's currently 3:30 a.m. I still have 8 hours to go, but I finished The Bodyguard. Of course, it's a way different author, so I don't want to compare it to Beach Read, but just because I read Beach Read before, just now, it's like almost natural to compare, right? It had a lot of depth, but in a different manner, and there were no quotes where I'm like, I have to annotate those, you know? I just think that Emily Henry's writing style is just so different from hers. This was really funny to read, it was really entertaining, and I think it's a great read, but it's not as high up for me as Beach Read. I think Beach Read was a 5-star for me, and this one would be like a 4.5, maybe 4, because I don't think that this is a story that's always gonna last in my mind. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad book, I was laughing out loud as you can tell. I felt like there was a bit of depth sometimes missing. I'm gonna go to bed now and I'm gonna read a bit on my iPad, and I think I'm gonna maybe take a nap in between for a few hours. Good morning. I just slept for 4 hours. It's 8:30 right now and I still have 7 hours and 40 minutes to go, which technically leads me to 1/3 of this entire challenge more. I feel like the last third is the hardest by far. Thinking about spending my entire day and afternoon reading again today just makes me feel nauseous. I have my iPad here. Let's do this. Let's finish this challenge. It is currently 2 p.m. and I have 3 hours and 13 minutes left. And we have gathered here today to celebrate. No, but okay, I finished these hollow vows, which I'm very happy about. I don't know what I think about this book. I kind of loved it, I kind of didn't. It kind of reminded me of ACOTAR, not because of the Fae, but what happened later on. It seemed a bit copy-paste. I really don't know. I feel like it's a 3.5 stars for me. I don't think I was actually this crazily connected to the characters. I just want to know how it continues, because I think it's going in the direction I want it to go. I think. My brain is melting right now, so my thoughts are not that clear anyways. I feel like 4 hours of sleep were doing me good. Without that I wouldn't have made it. I'm just coming back from lunch. I got a vanilla cold brew here. I've never seen those. I think the packaging is so cute. It has oat milk in it instead of normal milk and collagen. So it's exactly how I would make my cold brew, to be honest. So I was like, I'm gonna try this. I don't know about that. Okay, let's talk about books. I want to read now Period Power because I felt like I'm not really in the mood to read a fictional book right now. Not another one. You know, I'm done. I thought I only have 3 hours left, so I'm gonna finish the challenge off with a non-fictional book. The camera just went out for a second. This is about how you can enhance your natural cycle. Not enhance, how you can harness your natural cycle. It says, if you have a period, you need to read this book. And so I need to read this book. No, but like the sleep-deprived, is that how you say it? The lack of sleep really gets to my head right now. I had a Dr. Pepper Zero just now. I got my coffee. I'm curious about this, so I hope that I can take a lot of information out of this and comprehend it properly. In my current state, I doubt that. Let's just roll with it at this point. The last hour started of the 24-hour readathon challenge. I'm literally only on page 60 for now. I'm just so exhausted. There's just so much information in this book that I really have troubles getting further along with it and like comprehending everything that happens. I don't know. It's really tough right now. It is. The last hour is really getting to me. I need to get more water. I never thought that reading would tire me as much as it does. I'm at least this far. I mean, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. That's just what I have to tell myself. The challenge is officially over. I started Saturday morning at 10 AM and now it's Sunday 5 PM. Reason being is that I called in between. I stopped every time I went for lunch or dinner, and I also took a 4-hour nap. I managed to read 3 books in total. Should I call it 3 books in total? Because I read this one and I read Beach Read. I already gave you my opinion on these. This is still stuck in my head so much. Still amazed. It's one of my favorite books by now, and this one I loved as well. It was just really good. I started Period Power, as you could tell, and I had 3 hours left and I only made it to page 79. Yeah, so about 1/3, 1/4. I could not do it. I'm sorry, I tried to read more, but it was so exhausting. There was so much information and I thought something non-fictional would be a great idea, but I just couldn't comprehend anything that was going on. That was a struggle. I also finished These Hollow Vows. Where do I even start with that one? It started off so strong. Like, these two were such a good start and I've had so much fun reading. And then These Hollow Vows kind of took a bit of the fun from me. But in total, I loved this challenge. It was so good for me. I learned a lot of things about myself. So for example, I didn't have my phone out a lot for the past 24 hours or even more now. I mean, 31 hours actually by now. So that was good. I had like a completely social media detox and I loved it. It was so good, so healthy, and also just taking an entire day for myself and just reading. It felt so healthy for some reason. I was not stressing about anything. I literally was just embracing the books I was reading and I was not thinking about anything else, and having the ability to having everything else done beforehand and just really taking an entire day, a full day for myself was so good for me. The all-nighter was not very healthy, which I also could not pull. I tried. I mean, I stayed up till 4 AM. I think that's long enough. I just really fell in love with reading. I mean, I loved reading before, but now I feel like I'm even more in the mood to read again, and I learned what it's like to just have a self-care evening, have some tea or coffee and just relax and unwind and actually not think about anything else but the book that you're reading. What I also learned about myself is that I actually enjoy listening to music while I'm reading, and at first I found listening to music so distracting, but because I had to keep myself awake for so long, I was like, I need to listen to something. Listening to music, feeling the vibes of the book, that was really magical for some reason. I felt like it was just enhancing the message that the authors tried to give. And with that, this challenge is over. The 24-hour readathon is complete. I'm so happy that I did it. I'm very proud, to be honest. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any further uploads. And leave me a comment if you've read any of these books and how you like them. as always, you know, I just want to hear your opinion. Let's talk about books. Let's have a little chit chat in the comments. I hope you have a beautiful and blissful day, and I'm gonna see you next week. Bye!